therapeutic for you two siblings. It seemed very therapeutic. I feel like it was. I'm sorry. I mean, I have 9 siblings, and if we were over here, it would have been like a brawl at some point. It would have just, and like gloves off. And speaking of which, I'm up here because I have 9 siblings. I love attention, and I've always had some my entire life. One sibling wasn't going to give it to me, I would go to another, you know, and it was endless. Actually, I've been spoiled. I think I'm a middle child. I've lost count, but I'm pretty sure I'm a middle child, so I didn't have the stress of the eldest, which is like all of the hopes and dreams ever. And then I didn't get like the like babying of the youngest, which is like, you know, the most fragility ever, right? If you buy into the debunked, you know, birth order theory. So I just could do whatever I wanted, and this is why I'm up here with a face tattoo. So shout out to that. As the night has been going on, I've just been like writing thoughts to maybe talk about a little bit, because again, part of being up here, all day I've been kind of watching like stand-up comedies, maybe not sketches, but more of like, you know, podcasts and, you know, tips. And I think I just watched like a Dave Chappelle quote about comedy is about reconciling paradoxes, and I think that's my life, right? So I saw a headline just maybe yesterday about thousands of NYC shoplifting cases are just by the same like 300 people.
Are you one of them?
I mean, I used to be. Actually, that's the thing. That's why I resonate with it so much, because I grew up in of course, context matters, right?
Yeah.
Right? Context matters.
Context matters.
I don't want to be one of those people who's like maybe based so much in my identity, because I'm like, oh, everyone's the same. Okay, there's so many layers here, right? I went to, I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Woo!
No.
Bezos, woo! And so I went to an adjacent town's high school called Foster High School in Tukwila, Washington, Tucktown 44. Yes, and it was actually the most ethnically diverse high school in the country. So I never have to travel, because I realized everyone from refugee countries are the same. We're all traumatized, and the scariest people at my high school were definitely the Russians. No matter the ethnic group, it could be Cambodian, African American, Bosnian, Nepali. They just had an essence to them. I don't know. They were Russian, by the way, through Turkey, and they were down to fight. They would do what any means necessary. So, anyways, let me go back to my NYC 300 people doing all of the crimes, thousands of the crimes, 1/3 of the shoplifting in the city. So yeah, I am Somali from a refugee population. I do nonprofit work, and I go to conferences all the time for free, because, you know, nonprofits.
You're not a good person.
I'm not. And part of it, there was a conference, like workshop I went to that was like, immigrants are different than refugees. Immigrants came here intentionally, refugees like fled, right? So I'm a Somali refugee, and my family is made up of that, and that comes with chaos, right? There's reconciling of why am I here? Am I meant to be here? What am I doing here? And with that comes like not really following the rules as much. At least these are my assumptions. And so I had a lot of kleptos in my family, and I think they seek control through stealing from people. Like, I don't know why. So it's something I'm really used to. So when I saw this headline, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But for a lot of people, I don't think that makes sense. In my experience, that makes a lot of sense. And I hope people are like, these are people are trying to like, you know, manage something through this stealing. They're not just trying to be, you know, menaces to society.
It was the wallet.
Sorry. Oh, well, okay. Do you want to know how I stopped stealing?
How?
Okay. So I was teaching my Bosnian friend how to steal from Macy Penny when I was like a teenager. Like, you know, these are all the tips and tricks I've inherited from my family, my ancestors. And this is how you do it. And we got caught. And then there was this like white bald cop that came in. And I don't know if he just like knew how to get to me, but he gave me this like speech where he was like, "Do you know how your mother would feel?" And I just like, I don't know, in that moment something just clicked and I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Like, this is not sustainable emotionally. Like, it just clicked at that point. Something about, it wasn't the system or the bigger corporate, you know, function of all of it. It was just like, he hit that emotional bone and I think he knew what he was doing. I like both appreciate and resent it. So after that point, I just like stopped stealing in my teens. I know, it's not, I didn't like go on to do